everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining me this evening. I am Eve with the baby's booty, and I want to say hi. We have a huge show for this evening. This show is going to be so huge. It's going to be crazy how huge this is. All right. So I want to say a big, huge round hi to everyone. Normally, and I may still go ahead and say hello to everyone individually. But I have so much to discuss tonight. I am so pumped about this show that I want to share something with y'all. Man, I was in pain all day today. I told y'all I suffer from fibromyalgia. It was bad today. It was actually terrible, honestly. And so my husband was like, you don't have to go live tonight. My daughter was like, why are you going live? And I'm like, this show is going to be too huge for me. I'm going to sit right here and fake every bit of this smile on my face. And we are getting ready to have a ball, y'all. I am like super hyped about this show. How is everyone today? Hello, hello. I had a good time. For those who took the time to watch the Everything Embroidery Market video from, let's see, Thursday. I didn't stream Friday, but Will did stream Friday. We were together and we got to stream live together for the first time. That was a lot of fun. I spent more money than I probably should have. And for those who didn't get a chance to watch the live, I did bring all of the things that I purchased. It's sitting right here, so I'm going to share that with you. I also have a new Facebook group to share with you guys with a deal. I've known about it for a little while, but I wanted to wait for the right time and the right projects actually to introduce them. So I have that to share with you. That's huge. Excited about that. And then ultimately, there is an announcement that I have that is so colossal. This is going to be monumental, all right, especially from the baby's booty standpoint. So I've been working really hard on this behind the scenes for a little while, and things aligned on, just freak by chance. And when it all came together, oh my God, I am so excited to share that with you all. So I want to say hey to everyone. Hey, Miss Sheila Cushionberry, you're number one in here. How are you this evening? Betty LM, hello, how are you? Diana Henderson, Joni Thurman, all my favorite buds are in here. Ebony Holmes, Miss Leah, Sheila Cuffy. Hi, Sheila Cuffy. So crafty. Barbara Nance, Tracy Jones, Shamina Stewart, Deborah Little. Oh my gosh. Hashtag Hoop Group to you all right? Hashtag Hoop Group. Woo! No little teeny bell. I gotta find a little teeny bell. Oh, I got one. Look, y'all. Hoop Group! I forgot I had that little teeny cowbell, Will. My bad. Deborah Little, Lisa, Danelli, D. Sands, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Rosalind Reese. Let's see. Kingsbury Crafts. Hey, welcome. Leah Nelson. Hi, you were just watching the embroidery market haul. You're going to watch it again, girlfriend. I wanted to share it for those who may not have seen that video. It's a lot more fun when it's live and I can answer the questions about them. So I'm excited about that. Will is in here with us today. Hey, Will, how are you? Rosalind Reese says you're glad to finally tune in. Well, I am more than happy to have you in here with us as well. Thank you for joining us. Charlotte Vila from Alabama. Hi, hun. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Let me see. Joni Thurman, as always, a pleasure to have you in here, and I am devastated that I missed you at the show. You have no idea, girl. That thing messed with me. That thing messed with me real bad. I was like, oh, I missed her. Linda L from Wendy, New York, welcome. Carol Coleman, hey love, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Nancy Faust from Iowa, thank you. Always a pleasure to have you in here as well, my dear. Contessa Harris, hello. Little Miss Boutique, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Worked really hard on that intro. Wanted to have fun. Sheila Cushionberry, you got your Cricket Air 2 that you won this past Tuesday. Haven't named her yet. She's a beautiful lilac color. Okay, I'm jealous. Purple's my favorite color. Congratulations! The first official bell ring for the day. Congratulations on your new Cricket. We got a lot of projects coming up with that baby, ma'am. I'm excited. Deborah Little says hi from Louisiana. Miss Social Deb, hey love, how are you? Barbara Raymond says hi everyone. New Orleans in the house. Love the intro. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying to get everybody jazzed up for the show when it comes on. Get us all excited. Joni, I appreciate that, dear. It was an awesome show. Debbie Kidd, hey, welcome. I've been trying to get in touch with you, ma'am, and I still need to get up with you because I have a big question for you. Actually, it's a serious question. I really need to get up with you, Debbie Kidd, because I want to ask your opinion on something. Ebony Holmes, I hope you feel better. I have it too, and I know the struggle, so thank you for pushing through for us. You are welcome, ma'am. I'm trying to tell you, I don't really have flares as much as I used to, but when they do, they take me down, ma'am, because I don't like to take medication. So I don't have any medicine that I take that like maintains it, so to speak. So whenever it comes, and it hits me like a freight train. Meanwhile, with the smaller flares, I just kind of manage and just deal with it. But when the big ones come, I suffer. So yeah, it was pretty bad today. So thank you. Barbara Nance says, doing good. Wind is really blowing here. We have lost power 3 times today. Yeah, my daughter actually had a limb come down and pull the power from their house. So I saw that earlier. I was like, oh no. So please be careful for those who are dealing with this crazy wind. Joni Thurman says, I'm so broke from the show. I'm not even going to comment on that right now, just in case my husband is... Just in case Mr. Lowry is watching, I'm not going to comment. Eartha Lewis, hey love, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I saw Lisa, thank you very much. I really appreciate that donation, I'm assuming. I don't want to completely assume. I was going to email you after the show, but if it was, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. Sheila Chan says, hi, hello to you as well. Betty L.M., thumbs up with you as well. Jazzy Black, hi, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Sharon B. Dorothy Gaston, it's okay. Them grandbabies come first. All right, you guys, let us show a little bit about, ooh, So Crafty said, Buffalo, New York winds reach 70 miles an hour. Good gracious alive. Please be careful, because up there, y'all's lake effect, wind and snow is a fool. So please be careful. Please, please, please. Renee, hello, Renee. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And Robin Bryant, thank you. I am glad, Miss Social Deb, you're super excited about tonight, because I am too. This is going to be fun, all right? So let's go over the haul first, all right? Because that's the easiest thing to deal with. For those who didn't get to watch the Everything Embroidery Market show, it's a show that happens twice a year, and it's always down in the South. So the first one was this past week on Thursday and Friday, and it was in Greenville, South Carolina. The next one will be in Owensboro, Kentucky, and that's going to be May 2nd and 3rd, I believe. And it's awesome. The way it was explained to me is the Everything Embroidery and Vinyl Market is for users, okay? So the end users, the small business folks like us, and those of us who may do some embroidery work and it may not like officially be a business. That's what this particular market is for. So they have embroidery blanks, they have vinyl blanks, they have vinyl, they have embroidery supplies. They also had Embrilliance was there, Wilcom Hatch was there, and I'm pretty sure a lot of these same vendors are going to be in Owensboro, Kentucky as well. So if you can manage that trip, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And what they also did was at the end of the show, well, when you registered and you went in and signed in, you got a ticket and you hang on to your ticket. So the very last day, if you're there at the close of the day, which is the close of the day is 3 o'clock. So starting at about 2:30, they started doing drawings and giveaways, and they had something like 7, 8 giveaways. One of the things they gave away was a regular heat press. Another giveaway was a hat heat press. They gave away baskets of vinyl, gift cards. I mean, it was crazy. All of the stuff that they gave away was a lot of fun. All right, I didn't win anything, boo, but it's all right because we all can't win, and that's okay. I had a good time. I spent more than enough, so I had a really, really good time. All right, Trina's Creations, you're working on a huge order. All right, ma'am, please, if you have to leave out of the show tonight, I promise you, come back. Let's see, it's 8:15 now. I want to say come back around 8:40, 8:45. I have an announcement for y'all, and I promise you it's worth it. It is worth it. I am so pumped about this. All right, so let's get to the stuff that I spent money on this week. The first thing that I want to show is something really super simple. It's a pack of headbands, right? So I've done a video on headbands showing how to embroider on them. So what we will eventually do is a video showing not only embroidery, but vinyl on the headbands, because that was really easy to do. So the channel you're going to see is going to start to expand into other little areas. And there's a good reason behind that, but for right now, I got a pack of headbands. I wish I could remember the price of what I paid for some of this stuff, but I can't. I think this was 10 bucks. This was $10. So I got a pack of headbands for $10, all red, and they had all colors at this particular vendor. And I'll see if I can't find the business card or the receipt with their name on it to tell you who this was. And I'm gonna pull out more stuff that I got from this vendor. But this was a pack of, what's this, 10 or 12 headbands. All right, and I picked red because I also do embroidery work for a cheer team. So I figure even if I use 1 or 2 as a sample, they possibly would want to get headbands at some point. So I try and, when I purchase blanks and stuff like that, especially if it's in a quantity like that, I try and get enough where I could, you know, offload it to somebody that I know will use it or quite possibly will find it useful. The other thing that I did get for them, okay, well, it was $9.95. That's what I thought. The other thing, hi, Patrick Quinlan, hello, and Mary Stowell, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I got little tassels. How super cute are these? Now, they look kind of blue right here in this camera because the lighting is like trash, but I promise you these are more lilac in color, like Prince shade of purple. So here is the little tassel that, you know, you could put on a little keychain, hang from a zipper pull or either a purse, and it came with a pack of 5. What my intention was, because of the other thing we're going to talk about tonight, I was trying to make a purse, and I was going to hang one of the tassels from it. Go figure, the machine wanted to act up, so I didn't get to finish the purse. Here are more tassels. I got, this is like aqua and then pink. And then I got little teeny tassels. Aren't these super cute? So little teeny ones. These are red and black and pink, which I thought they were like totally adorable. Let me show you the difference in size. And I was talking to Will and was like, I don't know what all I'm gonna use these on, but I'm gonna use them on something. They were too cute to pass up. Now, you know, that's a nut when you shop so much that you shop and don't even know what you're gonna use it on, and that's a bad habit of mine. Let me look in this bag that I have, because there was more that I bought from them later the next day. So I also purchased, these are vinyl blanks. Okay, so this one is a pill, you know, because the little bit of medicine I do take, I do have sometimes carry it in my purse. And this one has like a little mirror type thing in a way, even though that's not really a mirror, it's just the way it's mirrored in the top and you can kind of see it, and the little pills on the inside. But it's the lid that we're looking at This we can cut out a monogram with glitter, with vinyl, or you can do just a pattern vinyl and put it on the top. This is a vinyl blank, okay, not heat press, but the adhesive vinyl. So we can cut out some really pretty vinyl, whether it be a monogram, whether it be just a medallion, a circle to go on top to, you know, make it look really cute. That's what this is for. So here is a vinyl blank. Another vinyl blank I purchased from them, and I got a couple of those, are just plain acrylic circles. All right, so these are really cool. This one is glitter, white glitter circle. I mean, it could be earrings, it could be a luggage tag, it could be a keychain with a monogram on the front. I mean, these acrylic circles can be used for anything, right? So I thought they were cute. Give us something to have some fun with, and make some stuff for some videos. So excited about that. And again, this is for adhesive vinyl, not the heat vinyl. Oh, tassel earrings, Patrick. That would be cute. That would be cute. I also got little teeny acrylic circles. These are purple. You can pretty much see the purple on that one. That's a pretty lavender color. And then there's aqua. So my line of thinking was to take one of these acrylic circles and hang it with the tassel, put like a little itty bitty letter monogram on here and hang it with the tassel. I don't know, I'm just thinking outside the box, trying to find something different to do. Have some fun. I also got some square acrylic, same thing. We're gonna have some fun, keychain something. We'll figure out something to do with those. Oh, and I got purple large ones too. And I did find the name of that company. I'll show it to you in a moment. I also got hair ties. So these are acrylic as well. And again, red because of the cheer team. I figured we could get them to use those. And for whatever reason, this one, I'm gonna have to email them. This one is broken. But it looks like it was just held on with hot glue. So I probably could just hot glue it back on. And then it was attached right here. Let me open the other one. But I'm sure they'll replace it. So that I don't have to hot glue it myself. But there's a hair tie and it's acrylic. And so you could use the adhesive vinyl to put the team's name. Or like this color, I could put Panthers on there for like the Carolina Panthers. Even though I don't know if that's Carolina Panthers colors now that I'm looking at it, but whatever. Something. You can put all kinds of stuff on here, or whatever the case. Yeah, Patty Murphy, that's right. It is the Craft Chameleon. And then they also had little sample packs of their acrylic squares in all of the colors that they offer, right? So I got the glitter sample pack because I like glittery things. And I have all of the colors right here. So if I wanted to, I could put these on like a lanyard or something. And then when a customer comes by, if they want, you know, their own custom medallions, then all I have to do is say, hey, pick a color. And then I can order them easily from Craft Chameleon. Or I can keep this for my own reference and say, hey, I want to get this, and order it right here. This is a good reference. And then I also got these mirrored medallions as well. These have mirror on these. So, and then I also got this from those guys as well. Craft Chameleon, I'm gonna tell you guys, if you went to the everything embroidery market, all right, I'm gonna be pretty blunt. Bring money and prepare to be overwhelmed. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, when we were there, almost from the time I was there, the majority of the day, the line was like they had 2 registers and 2 lines crisscrossing each other because they were that busy. That's how awesome their stuff was. So, you know, be prepared. It would probably be better to order online from these guys, but even if you went, you know, it was nice. They have some nice stuff. Okay, so I also got this, which I thought was pretty neat, and I'm gonna have some fun playing with it. These are acrylic sticks, right? And I meant to worked with this before coming on live to show you how it works, but you heat these up with your heat press, and you press like with the heat transfer vinyl, like put a name on it, you press it, warm it up, and then they have these bracelet forms, right? So then once it's hot, you take it and wrap it around this, and it turns into a cuff bracelet, a larger version of this basically. And it's a custom bracelet, and they had a couple of them sitting there. They were super cute, and I was like, okay, that's really neat. I think I'm having some fun with that. So this could be a fundraiser thing for a cheer team, a football team, your kids team, any number of like Easter baskets, stuff to add into an Easter basket that's not candy. You know, stuff like this is really cool to play with the vinyl. So vinyl is a lot of fun, and I think adding vinyl to your embroidery shop is a plus. Okay, so I'm trying to move pretty quick through here because it's going on 8:30 faster than I expected to. And I'm going to show you really quickly their business card so that you will know who they are and how to get in touch with them. There we go. Craft Chameleon. craftchameleon.com. All right, they have awesome vinyl blanks, amazing vinyl blanks, might I add. So check those guys out. We had a lot of fun in their shop, and I'm probably missing some stuff that I might have bought from them. So definitely check out Craft Chameleon online if you can't make it to Owensboro, Kentucky. All right, now the other place I went to was called Blank Boutique. Blank's Boutique. All right, they gave a free cup the second day. The first day was a cookie, and that cookie was awesome. I did eat that cookie. That cookie was good. But Blank's Boutique, they have the cutest little bibs, and they have the blanks. Like I bought these for the grandbabies. They had a little clearance bin where you could reach in and stuff was like $2, $3, something like that. These were $3, I think, $3 or $4 for a little zipper cover up thingamabobber. I got white, I got green trim, I got blue trim, and then I got a couple of different sizes for a couple of the grandbabies. So like 2 boys, one is a year old, the other is 3, and then another little granddaughter who's like 6 months, 6-7 months. I got a burp cloth on clearance from them because it had a little spot on it, which shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Even if I can't get the spot out, I'm sure I can embroider over the top of it, or vinyl over the top of it for that matter. So Blank's Boutique, thank you, Will. Blank's Boutique was awesome as well. So yes, it was really cute. Let me see. Also, oh, you know what? I got this from Craft Chameleon too. It's a blank wipes box. And what they do is when you purchase from them, you enter your receipt information on their website, and they'll send you the template to cut the stuff out, to cut your adhesive vinyl to put it on here. You don't even have to think hard. They send you the template. So I was like, you know what? Y'all are awesome. I absolutely love Craft Chameleon. They had a lot of stuff, and I even got more stuff from them down in this bag. I didn't even realize it. But the other place I went to that Will thought I took all the stuff from him, and I didn't. No, I'm just kidding. Was All Stitched Up. All Stitched Up had a lot of vinyl options. Okay, so All Stitched Up had vinyl. They had adhesive vinyl. They had heat press vinyl. They had cork. All right, so the cork selection was beautiful. Okay, so I want to show this really quick. So cork, we've talked about doing in the hoop projects like hand sanitizer holders, key fobs, bookmarks, pen holders, stuff like that, and that's the same stuff you can use this cork with. And this cork is gorgeous. Look at those colors in that cork fabric. Isn't that cute? Look at that rainbow. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. All right, so I'm excited of the different projects I'm gonna do with this cork fabric. And I also got plain cork fabric as well. This one doesn't have the colors in it, It just has, you know, just the natural cork, and it's so soft, y'all. Oh, just so soft. So excited about that. They also had canvas vinyl. So this is vinyl. I saw the foxes and just fell in love. Had to have the little foxies. I thought they were so cute. So I got foxes. I also got rainbow glitter vinyl, which I thought was super cute too. So this came from All Stitched Up as well. So they had a lot. They also will be a good resource for you if you can make it to Owensboro. From what I understand, they will be there as well. All right. So the next folks that I went to was, let's see, who did I get this from? I think I got this one from the Clover Patch, which isn't far from me. And they do adhesive vinyl and heat press vinyl. Okay. So their heat press vinyl is gorgeous. I just picked up a couple of pieces because I've never done adhesive vinyl projects successfully before. So I just got a couple of pieces of that from them. Super excited about getting some vinyl projects done with them. And then who did I get this from? I want to say this was I think this was All Stitched Up as well. Let me see. No, this is JC Blanks. JC Blanks and Vinyl Supply is where I got this from. And this is adhesive vinyl too. Okay. JASIE vinylsupply.com. JASIEVINYL supply.com. They are out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. And we have been discussing doing some bling out there. So I'm excited about that. Who knows where that will go. But we'll be contacting them. So here's some pink adhesive vinyl. And adhesive vinyl, you can tell because it has a white carrier sheet on the back. Regular vinyl doesn't have a carrier sheet on the back. The front is actually the carrier sheet, and you weed away the vinyl that you don't want to heat press. And that's what the difference between heat press and adhesive vinyl. All right, so this is not HTV, this is adhesive. So this is Orcal 651. I got pink, I got chalkboard black or matte black. I also got pink, a darker pink vinyl. I got this gorgeous iridescent looking mirror vinyl, super cute. I love the way that reflects the different greens and stuff. And then here's a more like a pearlesque type vinyl, another one here. And then I got some holographic vinyl. Again, these are all adhesive, so I could easily use the template for the wipes case with this, or the pill case with this. It'll be really cute. Some gold holographic, some other, this is more of a pink purplish pearl color. Got a couple of sheets of that. So I'm excited about the projects that we're gonna have with these, and some pink, bright hot pink glitter heat adhesive vinyl. So a lot of vinyl from these folks. I was like, oh my god, I'm spending spending money. So that's what I got from these guys. This was my second day at the show. I bought that. All right, so I'm not sure, I don't think I'm sure I got some more stuff, but I'm gonna time out and stop right there, go back to the chat, say hello, and then we'll move to this next thing that I wanted to mention to you guys, this other Facebook group that I'm really excited about and want you guys to check them out, because it's a opportunity that's rare and it's affordable, and I think you'll love it. All right, so let me go back in here and see. Wow, you guys have been talking. Hey, Vanessa McCorker, how are you? Miss Social Deb says, nice quality tassels, I think. Got to get me some. They were cute. I haven't tugged on them too much, but it don't seem like they're coming apart, and I'm tugging pretty hard. So it looks like they will last a good while. The top seems to be plastic. Not sure. So it shouldn't tear up too bad on a keychain, but we'll give it a shot and try it out, see how it goes. Let's see. Not Your Average Threads. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Patty Murphy brought out Craft Chameleon near St. Louis. Yes, they were. And Will, yes, any of this information, if you don't mind posting it for me, I would be appreciative. Thank you so very much. Debbie Kidd says she loves them. She's ordered from them a few times, so that's good to know. You guys have another personal reference from a fellow Hoop group member, so keep that in mind. Maria says, hi, even everyone. How is everyone? Hello, Maria. How are you? Welcome, and thank you for joining us again this evening. We love having you here. Not Your Average Thread says that would be nice to have for clients. It is. I mean, and just little gifts, stuff like this is just something really simple to add to your clientele base. You know, it's just absolutely awesome. Let's see. Rolling bag, Patty Murphy. Yes, money and a rolling bag. Leah as well. That is something else I do want to bring out. I promise you, I about died. I'm not gonna lie, and that could be part of the reason why my fibromyalgia acted up so bad on me today, because of the backlash from Thursday and Friday. The bags were so heavy. My hands were red and had whelps from where I was carrying the bags. My shoulders were killing me. It was crazy, you know. So a rolling bag, I thought, you know, okay, maybe a book bag ain't gonna work it. Matter of fact, I bought this from another vendor, and I wish I had her information right here in front of me. But she had these bags custom made, this fabric pattern custom made. And I saw this bag. Now, she was selling these as embroidery blanks, right? Because can you imagine my monogram right here? Gorgeous, right? So that's what the bag was for. But when I saw this huge bag, I was like, okay, I'm going to put all my purchases from Friday in this bag instead of carrying all of those separate bags on my fingers. So yeah, a rolling bag, please get one, because I was in so much pain. Let me see. Debbie Kidd says they have too many good things to order online. You will always miss something. I know. I walked back and forth through their booth, I know, 10 times, because it was just like I would see little stuff in nooks and crannies and was like, oh my God, I didn't even see that the first time or the second time or the third time. So yes, Craft Chameleon was an excellent merchant to go through. Let me see. So for those who are thinking about going to Owensboro, I do plan to go to Owensboro. I will be talking to the organizer for the Everything Embroidery Market. There was not a Sew What Pro merchant out there, or a Sew What Pro class. So I've been talking to her about coming and teaching the class for Sew What Pro on site at the Everything Embroidery Market. And we're trying to work something out with that. So hopefully I'll be teaching out there in Kentucky. But if not, I do plan to go, because it was a lot of fun, actually. And I'll have a rolling bag this time. So yes, that is something that hopefully, if you're thinking about going, I would like to go. All right, so Brenda R, canvas vinyl HTV. Canvas vinyl is different from HTV. So canvas vinyl, yes, I had the foxes, and this glitter rainbow is glitter or vinyl canvas. Okay, so it's canvas on the back, but it's not HTV, because HTV is heat transfer vinyl. So you don't do any heat with that at all. It's just strictly embroidery. So yes, that is the vinyl that was. Sharon Davenport says hello from Northeast Texas. Hello to you as well. Hello. Thank you for joining us this evening. My income tax is blown now. Okay, I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. You enjoy that. Hey, Eddie Jr. says what's good. We trying to get all of this stuff worked out. Paula Rona, good evening from South Carolina. I am brand new and just got a Husqvarna Viking Topaz 40. So that means bell ring for you. Woo! Congratulations, ma'am, on your new Viking Topaz. Yay! Please be sure to join the Who group and share your projects that you will be working on your new baby. We would love to see the projects that you're working on. So thank you for coming online and letting us know that you got a new baby. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Alrighty, so now let me move over to this other group. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to switch over real quick, and it's probably going to lag my live. I hate doing this, but I want to make sure that I get it right. there is a Facebook group on, there's a group rather on Facebook, and what she does is she sells leather, all right, leather scraps, all right. And if anybody knows anything about us embroidery folks, we love scraps. Okay, we can use the heck out of a roll of vinyl, and we'll get our scraps and hang on to them for dear life and make all kind of stuff, because you know you can actually do little teeny hand sanitizer holders and stuff like that with the scraps. Okay, so the name of this group is the Carolina Leather and Fabric Scraps for Sale, all right, and it's only for those who are members. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and link this in the chat, the name, so that you can go back and see it. But if you're curious, like, here is a piece of actual leather. Okay, so for those of you who are wanting to try some leather, leather is high. Okay, even at Hobby Lobby you can buy little scraps of leather at Hobby Lobby, but look at how big this is, and her leather is very affordable. Like today she had some 12 by 12 scraps of leather for sale, and the leather was, I want to say it was like $3 a piece. She even had some scraps that were $1.50 a piece. It just depends on the texture and what is on the leather, so to speak. So let me show you what I mean. So like, this is a nice chocolate piece of leather, all right, and she has gorgeous leather too, by the way, and expensive stuff too. I wish I had brought my Twa fabric that I've bought from her, but I left it in there, so I don't have it. But she does fabric scraps as well. So here is a nice tan leather, really soft, and there's no texture to this one, meaning how this one has the texture in it, you know, that grain. This one doesn't have it. It's nice and smooth. Okay, so there's one piece. Now this leather I got a long time ago. Well, I ain't gonna say a long time ago, I'll say 3 months ago is when I bought this leather. So she has different leather pop up, and you can always catch a really good deal when she brings it in and sells it. And she sells it sometimes by the strip, and sometimes she sells it by the 10 by 10 square, and sometimes she sells it by the 12 by 12 square. Okay, so it just depends. Here's another piece of leather. This is another like tannish color with some texture to it. Let me see, let me show you something really cool I thought. Anyways, I bought this. This is like a burgundy with black. It has a nice, it kind of put me in a mind of ostrich, just a little itty bitty bit, but not quite. Okay, so she has this leather mail bag. Yeah, so if you're trying to do bags or something like that, then that would be gorgeous. Is there a certain thickness not to use with our 4x4s? None of her vinyl is thicker than what you can use with a 4x4 machine. Okay, now I would say definitely upgrade your needle to probably something like a 14/90. I would say do that, but otherwise I wouldn't use the 7511 needle. You could, but I personally would not do that. Let me grab this other textured leather. Like, here's a big piece of leather. I mean, this is basically a whole dang sheet of leather, and this one is some more of that camel, you know. So sometimes she has really big pieces of leather where you could get a lot of stuff out of it. I thought this was cute. This is kind of funky. She has like this silver leather, all right. So she gets quite a bit of croc leather, croc or alligator. I'm not sure which one, actually, now that I think about it, but she'll say which one it is when she brings it in. She had a lot of that today, but I didn't want to purchase that today. So it depends on what you're trying to get. Here's one piece of black I was able to get my hands on. Oh, and she also has scrap. Oh, that navy is gorgeous. And it smells. Oh, I love the smell of leather. But she has scrap boxes that are $40, and they're crammed full of scraps that she'll send out. And as Will brought out, it's the lower 48 states, or, you know, it's only the US. Now she also tends to get a hold of fabric samples, you know, like this, where they're on the you know, fabric sample to show customers what they can get on their couches or whatever. And these could be used for different projects as well, different bags or whatnot. So this is available too. She has tons of that if you're interested. Here is another huge piece of fabric that she had, that you could get from time to time. Like I said, she'll have fabric. How beautiful is that? Where on the back it's that, but on the front it's more of the tan. So I let her know that I was sending you guys over there. There's no, like, you know, kickback or nothing, but it's mainly so that you guys can go and see the fabric scraps that are there and take advantage of it. I really wish I had brought that toile in here that I bought from her, because that toile was gorgeous. Toile fabric is the fabric that has the pictures on it. You know, they kind of like tells a story, oriental looking, you know, storytelling fabric. That's my favorite fabric ever, right? And so she had a gorgeous, and then one time she had some daggone Kate Spade fabric. Somebody beat me to that one. I was gonna get that Kate Spade fabric. I like Kate Spade. So I mean, she gets some really nice designer fabric. She also gets a ton of leather. All right, so I just wanted to give you guys that inside tip on that leather. All right, so for those of you who want to give it a shot, try and make bags. As a matter of fact, I just started a bag tonight. I was going to show it to you guys, but I couldn't get it finished in enough time because the Cricut was fighting me, and then I needed to change the needle on that machine, so it was acting up on me, so I didn't get to get it done. But I'll have a video on how to make the bag. So we're working on that. What is the price range on the leather? It depends. That's why I said a lot of it is like the scrap box. I know is $40 and it's crammed with scraps, and she'll tell you, you know, roughly what type scraps you'll have in there. The alligator textured leather type stuff is usually a little more, but I didn't, you know, I done already closed it, so I don't know what the price of the alligator was today. But I did buy some leather today, and those sheets were 12 by 12, and I want to say they were $2 a square. And then another leather that I bought from her today was $1.50 a square, and I think those were 12 by 12 squares too. I don't think I bought any 10 by 10. I may have, if she's in here, because I did tell her I was going to mention it. Then I'm sure if you're in here, Patty, just go ahead and mention the prices roughly of what your average price is if you're in here. If not, then you guys, if you have any questions, just shoot me an email, and I'll also be posting a link in the Hoop group, a link to her Facebook page, and also I can put, you know, some average prices and stuff in there. But it's a Facebook group. Go ahead and join up over there, because I'm trying to tell y'all, when she said she'll let you know ahead of time, hey, I got a order coming in and this is how much leather I have, I'm gonna post it. So she'll post and she'll say, I got 10 squares, 10 12 by 12 squares, and she'll put a picture and say, you know, how many do you want? And the first person to say, I want 2 squares, 5 squares, all the squares, that's the person that gets it. And she'll send an invoice, and she'll also let you know how much shipping and stuff is. All right, so I'm telling you now, if you beat me out on some leather, I'm gonna be mad. No, I'm just kidding. First come, first serve, right? We can't always win. So it is awesome. And also, you'll be helping save me from Mr. Lowry, because I done spent on leather. So let me get to the nitty gritty. First, I want to say hello, Cheryl Larrabee. Hello. Debbie D says, thank you for walking us through the show. You enjoyed it. You're welcome. Thank you. Mary Shallbetter, hi, how are you? Never seen your name. Thank you for joining us this evening. Leah says, I've only used really thin and delicate cotton and fabrics. I baby my machine probably way too much. Well, the leather is not super thick. Okay, as a matter of fact, like let me see, like this leather, this, you know, just plain is, look at that, that's kind of flimsy. Not flimsy, because it's not, it's super thick, but I mean, as far as the thickness, it's very thin. So you should be able to embroider on this just like you can with, you know, your cotton fabrics or what have you. So you'd be surprised how tough your machines actually are. But, you know, just take your time. Don't rush it. And try not to use, you know, super extremely dense designs, and you should be okay with it. River City, that's awesome. I'm sure she'll be on the lookout for that and get you guys approved to get in. Afro Colombian, hello, hello, welcome. It's okay. The Oscars are awesome. Thank you for coming to cheer me on. Please, if you get an opportunity, as Cheryl pointed out, please give us a thumbs up on this video. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're on a mobile device, just click where it says live chat. Your chat will go away. The thumbs up will be there. Click that, and then you can click live chat again, and your chat will come right back where it was. None of the chat will be deleted. So if you could do that, I would greatly appreciate it. That lets me know that I'm doing my job, and it also lets YouTube know that you enjoy the video. So thank you very much in advance for that. Also, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and please subscribe. Hit the bell. When YouTube cooperates, they'll let you know when I'm live. So please go ahead and do that for me. Rosie Jackson, the name of the leather group is Carolina Leather and Fabric Scraps for Sale, US members only. Okay, and I'll repost that link right now so that you guys can have that. Ethel Smith says, good evening. While I was at EEM, you were at QuiltCon, the quilt convention. So I'm glad you had fun there. I haven't heard of the quilt convention because I don't quilt. But thank you. Cindy says, thank you for your live shows and videos. Appreciate your creativity and teaching from Argyle, Texas. Well, thank you. I definitely appreciate that. It's good to know whenever I'm appreciated, because sometimes I'm like, how many folks really care about these videos? So thank you very much. I do definitely want to say thank you. Rosie Jackson, thank you to you as well. So you guys, if I had a drum roll, I would drum roll. All right, I have been working on a secret project for about 2 to 3 months now. All right, 2.5 months. One of my things, I have mentioned it off and on just to see what folks had to say about going on a cruise. All right, going on a cruise. So we have a cruise, you guys. How awesome is that? All right, so we are going to have our first annual custom craft cruise. Okay, our first annual custom craft cruise by the Baby's Booty. All right, so our sale date will be May of 2020. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and type this in our craftcruise.com. Type it in the thing. Definitely go ahead, click that link, sign up for the newsletter. All right, because the agent that's doing all of the booking, I'm not booking anything. I'm not a booker. I don't know how to do it. So I have a lady. She's going to fill up this ship. That's the plan, right? Because I originally was going to have it as an embroidery cruise, right? But then when I thought about it, I'm like, how many of us do vinyl? How many of us do leather? How many of us have crickets? How many of us have scanning cuts? How many of us, I mean, my goodness, do in the hoop things, embroidery? I mean, our range is huge. So why limit it to just embroidery? That's not fair. And it's not fun. So what we're going to do is we are going to have craft parties. All right. So for those of us who are in the hoop group, we're going to have a hoop group party, right? Of course, you know, we got to have a hoop group party. Then we're going to have embroidery party. We're going to have a cricket party. We'll have a vinyl party. We'll have all, you know, we're gonna have our respective crafting parties. We also will have classes on the ship. I have classroom space. How awesome is that? So we're gonna have embroidery classes. We'll have Sew What Pro classes. We'll have Brilliance on board. We'll also be doing some vinyl classes, some cricket classes, some scan and cut classes. We have lined up several vendors already in the woodworks. They're waiting. We're trying to get our final dates together. Once we do that, we'll start announcing the specific vendors, who's going to be teaching what classes, and when all of this will begin. Y'all, I am so pumped about this Bling cruise. And the best part of it all, the absolute best part, in my opinion, of all of this was I refused to have a cruise that we couldn't afford. All right. I've heard all kind of stories, horror stories, and when you're crafting, I'm not going to say you're poor, but sometimes crafting takes all your money, right? So you have until May of 2020. All right. Interior cabins are starting at $380 per person. All right. Interior cabins, $380 per person. All right. We're selling from Florida, Port Canaveral, Florida. We'll be headed through the Bahamas. It's a 5-night cruise. It's a crafting cruise. $380 for an interior cabin. Ocean view cabin is $420. And then of course they have balcony cabins that you can get to. They're a good bit more because of course it's on the balcony. But the affordability to save up $380 over the next 11 months, because we're trying to make sure, 11 months. Okay, so it has to be paid for in full by 90 days prior to May. So I'm gonna do the cutoff for January the 1st, just to make life easier, make sure everybody's cool with it. So you have time to save up $380, right, to at least get you a spot on the ship. All right, so for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to have a sign up email, newsletter email. So that is as I listed right now at customcraftcruise.com. Okay, so customcraftcruise.com. If you click there, there will be a sign up link. You click there, put in your information, get on that email list. Because as soon as she's actually going to build a separate website for us, because that's how huge this is, right? We have a separate website where you will go and you will book your room, book your cruise, and everything. All right, so what does that mean? That means you gotta have a passport. You got to have a passport. All right, so that's your homework. First and foremost, you got to have your passport. I found that out. I didn't know that they made that a requirement now. So it's been years since I've cruised. I'm old. Back when I cruised, you didn't have to pay for alcohol. Now you got to pay for alcohol. So you have to have a passport. All right. So once you get that taken care of, then after that, we can start with the deposit. I don't know what that is yet because she's going to build the website and get all that taken care of. But I mean, heck, $380 deposit can't be but so much, right? And give you time to get all of that paid down. She will also be able to secure airfare for you. She will also be able to secure a hotel stay if you want to fly down ahead of time, like a day before, and get into the hotel. And if we get enough of us in the hotel, then we may do a kickoff party at the hotel. And what we're trying to do is get to a certain benchmark of folks to book rooms on this cruise. And if so, then there will be perks. All right, so I'm super excited about all of this, y'all. Right now, Sheila, we're looking at Carnival. We don't know what ship yet, Sheila, because that's the other thing. We have 2 different dates that I'm looking at. This is May. All right, so while y'all are here, you guys are like the best of the best. All right, you support me constantly. So I'm gonna put a poll out here to you all right now. If you cruised, would you like to cruise early in the month, say on the 2nd, or would you like to cruise on the 16th? All right, so that's the other thing that we're waiting on. We got 2 cruises, the 2nd or the 16th. Which one do you want? All right, so up to you, the 2nd or the 16th. Which one do you want? So you can either type a 2 or you can type a 16, and the one that we'll go with, because my line of thinking is most of us probably have our first of the month checks, and then we can afford to do whatever. But I can't please everybody now, so don't be too terribly mad at me if we go with the one that you didn't suggest. But Oh, it's only gonna be one, Leah. It's annual, one cruise a year, all right? And then once we see how all of this goes and we have a lot of fun, then we'll have it even bigger next year, all right? We're gonna have a Baby's Booty annual cruise. That's what we're looking forward to, all right? So right now, the majority seems to be the 16th. Anybody else? Come on, speak now or forever. Hold your peace. Too close to Memorial Day? I didn't even think about May being Memorial Day. But the thing too was, if we sailed any further than the 16th, like later in the month, or June, July, August, and beginning of September, the prices were like double, y'all. I was like, oh my God. So, you know, we decided May would be the best, and I didn't want to wait all the way to September. So we're going in May. We're going in May. We're going in May. Super excited, super excited. So right now, a lot of the dates, everybody's leaning more to the 16th. If you go with the 16th, I do know the ship name, but I am not 100% sure of the date of the name of the ship for the second. I wish we could go both. Just go on the second and stay on that sucker, and then we'll sail the whole dang time. Oh no, Little Miss Boutique, don't be scared of the water. One thing's for certain, once you get on the boat, you don't even halfway see the water. That's what's really cool, all right? So, will you have to bring your equipment? I'm not going to suggest that you bring your equipment, okay? What we are trying to do, and again, that's where I'll have more details as time goes along, but we're trying to have equipment for everybody to use in the classes on the boat, all right? So, if we have a crafting party, there'll be enough crickets for people to use. If you have an embroidery class, we'll have enough embroidery machines for folks to use. You know, that's actually the plan, is to have the equipment there on the ship so that you don't have to travel with all that heavy stuff. All right, so that's what we're going with. Well, Deborah Little, I'm not going to say that, because I know there's some things that I'm afraid of, and I would rather not be around it at all. So Little Miss Boutique, I definitely, my heart goes out to you if that's the case, and I would not, you know, my feelings wouldn't be hurt if you couldn't go. Sheila Cushionberry, your ticket will be all inclusive as far as the classes and the parties go. There will be no extra charge for the classes. I'm trying to make this affordable, y'all. I really am. I'm trying to make this really affordable, because this is the thing. How often do you get to go on a semi-affordable vacation? Some of you already are going to have to pay to travel. You'll have to fly possibly, or drive to the area, and I just don't want you to, you know, have to pay for your plane ticket, pay for your hotel, pay for your ship, pay for your passport, and then have to pay for classes too. I'm not feeling that right now. And fortunately, the more of you guys who sign up and go on this cruise, because we're actually going to open this up, I'm announcing it to you all first. You're first and foremost, you cream of the crop. After this, we'll be posting about it in our respective crafting groups, okay? So we got several embroidery groups that I'm members of, and we're going to open it up to all these folks. So the more people we get on this cruise, the better time we'll have, and the more fun we'll have on it. Because just imagine if you have, you know, 300 people on that ship that's all wanting to learn about a brother scanning cut. Do you really think brother is going to turn us down and say, well, we're not going to help you have scanning cuts on the ship? I don't know. We're going to give it a shot and see what we can do and what strings we can pull. So brother is one that's in that we haven't even talked to yet. I'm right now trying to secure our instructors and make sure that they're in place where they need to be. And also, you know, make sure that we have enough interest in this cruise, which I'm sure we do. It's just we need to get everybody signed up. And once we get everybody signed, because one thing's for certain, even if 20 people sail, we're selling. So, you know, that's just how that's going to go. We going to sail with 20 people, or we going to sail with 2,000 people. We're going to sail. But how fun would it be to pack out the ship? That's actually the goal, is to pack out the ship. All right. So I want to let you know where all we're looking at going, and I hope this doesn't, you know, glitch me, because I'm gonna pull up my email and get that list, because I'm so excited about it, I can never remember. I know Nassau, I'm pretty sure, is one. Let me see. Let me get the name of all the places we are going. And of course, it would help if I had spelled it right. Alright, so we are, this particular, because both cruises are the same, the one on the 2nd and the one on the 16th as far as destinations are concerned. So, we are looking at day 1. We leave Port Canaveral. Day 2, we pull up to Nassau, Bahamas. Day 3, we will be at the Princess Cays, which is Carnival's private island. Day 4 is Grand Turks and Caicos Islands. Can't even pronounce it. I ain't never been. Day 5, all day will be at sea. All right, and day 6, we arrive back in Florida at Port Canaveral. All right, so we have 6 roughly days, but it's 5-night cruise. All right, so Port Canaveral, Nassau, Bahamas, the Princess Cays, Grand Turk, then at sea, going back to Port Canaveral. All right, so Tracy Russo, you came back in, and hubby, oh no, Debbie D, everybody, spouses are more than, child, you think Mr. Laurie is gonna let me cruise on the ship and not have him on the ship with me? That's not gonna happen. Spouses are more than available. I mean, I'm sorry, more than welcome. They are more than welcome, because I mean, in most instances, they're the backbone to what we do. Now, if you don't want to bring your spouse, I'm not about to judge that. Okay, you can leave spouses at home if you want to. For those of you with young kids, I understand if you want to bring kids. From what I understand, there's quite a bit to do on the ship for the youth as well. This is not a Disney cruise. And the majority of the folks that are crafters, I'm finding out, well, like for embroidery, the majority of folks are an older crowd, mature crowd, more like 30 and up, the majority of us. Okay, so it will be kind of more low-key, laid back. Like, our parties may not last until 10 or 11, because I know come by 11 o'clock I'm gonna be ready to go to bed. But it will be some activities for youth. And then keep in mind, you guys, on a cruise ship, there are movie theaters, there are bowling alleys, there are usually skating rinks, ice skating or either roller skating. There's tons of pools. There's just tons and tons of other activities to do on the ship. So it's not going to be all crafting only. You're not going to be required to come to parties, come to craft get-togethers. It's just, if you want to, it will be available. There will be an itinerary that we'll be sticking with, and we're just going to have a lot of fun. That's pretty much what we want this to boil down to, is a good time. All right, so I'm going to go back up through the questions, and I'm going to see what other questions folks have and answer everything. One of the first questions that I see right now, Debbie Kidd, you said, is it just for us? No, it is not. Right now, it's not just for us. Okay, and that's why I'm saying I want it to be where we pack out the ship. Okay, because how fun would it be to be just crafters on the ship, you know, instead of just everybody? Because right now, that particular ship is open to whomever books. Okay, so I did tell her to hold a certain amount of rooms. So rooms are held on both ships at this point, the one on the 2nd and the one on the 16th, until we come up with our definite date, which will be by Friday. Okay, Friday I will know which date we're going to sail on. It's either going to be the 2nd or the 16th. Okay, but there are rooms blocked on both ships with my booking agent. Okay, so meanwhile, there are other rooms available to whomever wants to book on the ship. The price is the same. Whether, well, I don't know, she may get a better price than if you booked yourself, but I went for the best price I could find that was affordable for everybody. Okay, so as of right now, it's not just for us, but the more crafters we get on this ship, the more fun we're gonna have with crafting and our crafts. All right, so Ethel Smith, to reiterate, only because I'm going back and I know I answered it, but just re-emphasizing, the cost of an inside cabin is $380. A ocean view cabin is $420. as of right now for that ship. All right. So let's see. Oh man, I'm so glad to see all you guys are in on it. I absolutely love that. That is a good idea. Brenda R, I understand about the motion sickness. I do definitely understand that. And I don't want you to be drugged on the ship. And hopefully what we'll do is for those who can't go on the cruise, you know, with me traveling throughout and meeting folks, hopefully I'll get to come meet you and we can do some fun stuff as a local group together. But the cruise is for those who wish and would like to go and who can go. Yeah, that will be a lot of fun. How did I work that out? Miss Ebony is hilarious. I've been talking about putting a cruise together with Otis. As a matter of fact, it was a live on here one time. We were discussing different things to do and somebody mentioned cruise. I forget who it was. And since then I've been thinking about it, and I think that was a good 6 months ago actually. And I've been thinking about it, trying to figure how would I go about doing that. I don't know. And just so happened by chance, a customer of my dad's, I went to go make a delivery to him, and he was like, you know, I've delivered to him many times, but this last time I went to deliver to him, and he was like, yeah, my wife does cruises now. I'm like, what do you mean she does cruises? He was like, yeah, she's been doing it for about a year, and she books cruises, and, you know, she can get an excellent deal. And I'm like, can she do group cruises? And he was like, yeah, we do group cruises all the time. And I was like, oh my God. And when I called her, she flipped out. She was like, I would love to do this. And no. So we talked on my way home Friday from the Everything Embroidery conference. We made everything concrete. I told her what I wanted. We looked up dates. I mean, that was a long conversation we had. We were on the phone about an hour and a half. And, you know, she pretty much secured everything for me right then on the spot. So that's why I'm just like really flipping out about everything on how it all came together. And now we got us a cruise, right? Well, right now we got 2 cruises, but we're gonna X one of them and then we'll have that. But signing up for that newsletter at Custom Craft Cruises, or Custom Craft Cruise rather, at customcraftcruise.com, if you sign up there, then you'll be in the email list, so that once I get everything finalized, you will be notified immediately with that email. And also her email, her website rather, where she'll have all the sign-ups and the deposits and all of that jazz, that will be on the website too. So it's just easy for you to get to everything. I'm also going to check into seeing what's available as far as you know, insurances and stuff is concerned. But meanwhile, I'll have a list up of some things you want to make sure that you have, like your passport and other things, and then we'll go ahead and get this ball rolling no later than Friday, right? So that we can make sure everything is awesome. Vanessa, anyone that you would like to have with you can go. Okay, husband, your boyfriend. You know, I can't, that's the thing. I'm not going to say you can't have this person on the ship. That's not my place to say that. You're buying a ticket. You know, if you want to buy a ticket for someone, I'm not going to stop you. My only thing is, you know, think about the person that you are inviting. If they're not a crafter, you know, there's plenty other stuff on the ship. Okay. But try and have somebody with you that you got a good energy from them, a good vibe. You know, I'd hate for somebody to be falling out with their significant other, spouse, or whatever on the ship. That would be embarrassing and frustrating. But that's, even still, if you did, I can't control that either. So, and I ain't trying to throw nobody off the side of a ship because, you know, they messing with one of my hoop group people. So, at any rate, definitely think about who you do invite. But, you know, if someone pays for their ticket, I cannot stop them from going on the ship. You know, that's not my place. But this was created for crafters. This is going to be the extra activities and stuff like that will be created for crafters, and you will have some type of identification to let the teacher, the instructor, know that you belong in that classroom. Okay, so you will sign up ahead of time for whatever class it is that you want to go to. You're going to have to pre-register, because that also lets the teacher or the instructor know, okay, well, I have 10 people in this class. Is this class worth me having? but we'll get to all of that here soon after Friday. So yeah, that's where we going with that. So please be sure you get to customcraftcruise.com and sign up as soon as possible, right? And if there's anybody you know that's a crafter, please let them know, okay? Because again, the more folks that sign up for this cruise, the more perks we can get with it, all right? And the more willing some of those big name vendors will be to come and bring some of their goodies to the ship, you know? So that's what we're trying to get to. All right, so Debbie Kidd says her birthday's on the 17th, so she vote for the thing. That's funny. Either date, sweet. 16th, 16th, 2nd. Yes, and hurricane season is later. That was the other reason why I didn't want to wait till September, because sometimes it started early. So we definitely don't want to be out there with no stupid hurricanes. So May was the month we decided to go to. Debbie Kidd, that's awesome. You got family right there. So I'm glad I did pick Port Canaveral, because there were a couple of choices, but I thought the sound of Port Canaveral would be better. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Who definitely says type ready to sell if you're ready to sell? I know I'm ready to sell. I was ready to sell when I got on the phone. Oh, let me know. Regular ship activity. Yes, there will be a ton of regular ship activity, actually. Oh, and I'll also let you know, because again, as I mentioned earlier, I'm learning a lot about how cruises have changed. So I know alcohol is not a part of the tickets nowadays, okay? Back in my day, it was. Anybody could drink and, you know, it was free. It was a part of your ticket. Now, no. You have to buy a alcohol package if you want to drink. All right? And I don't know that it's worth a package. And then well, that's what the agent told me. But she didn't tell me how much the package was. And she said otherwise the other alternative is you get a drink, pay for a drink as you get it. And I think you pay for it at the end of the cruise or something. I don't know. Those are the details that I'm going to work out with her later this week, because right now she's on a cruise, so I refuse to disturb her vacation, you know, trying to get all of this worked out. So we'll get that information. All of that will be on the website, and it will be in the newsletter that I send out to you guys to give you updates. And I intend to list something on the Hoop Group website as well, to keep you guys updated. All right. So, oh no, Mary says you got 2 weddings that month to attend. Oh man, I'm sorry. I was trying to think of a safe date, an affordable date, and you know, one that most folks could work with. So I'm sorry about that. Hey, Miss Bickham. The instruction for signing up is customcraftcruise.com. Customcraftcruise.com. Staying awake all that week, sleep after returning back home. Yeah, Leah, you might be able to do that. I can't. Oh man, so yes, I'm excited, you guys. I am super excited. All right, y'all. So that was my big news. That was my big announcement. Our cruise. All right, and I appreciate you guys who hung around for that. If you have any questions, go ahead and type them. Again, I'm getting ready to scroll some more because I don't want anybody to have too many questions before I leave. And get back in the bed. So hopefully, and then, you know, it kind of worked out because I left my cane over here and I needed it because it was bad today. Let me see, $385 per night. No, Miss Social Deb, it's $385 per person. $380 per person for the cruise, for the 5-night cruise. $380 for an interior cabin per person, not per night. Not per night. Now, there is another charge that she told me all cruises have is gratuity. So she said gratuity works out to like $16 a person per night, and the cruise charges that at the end of the cruise. So we'll have that information up there too. that's not anything really dealing with what we're doing. That's just a part of how the cruise works out. I don't know why they don't put that in the price, but they don't. Um, Spouses will be hanging out together while we craft. That would be awesome. Oh man, Leah says you and your daughter were planning a cruise. That works. Awesome. Miss Social Dare say I don't want to bring. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. You can bring your 28-year-old daughter, Miss Cher. That's not an issue. Little Miss Boutique say her bedtime is 9. Yeah. I mean, I'll go to bed. I'm up till about 11, 12. But I go to bed, but I'm in the bed, right? I don't usually go to sleep till like 11 or 12. She says she'll borrow one if she need to. Yes, you can. That was funny. And two, now, if two of you get along pretty decent, two folks can book a cabin, okay? Because the cabins are double occupancy. There is no single occupancy cabin. There is no single occupancy cabin, okay? So we'll have some further instructions once I get up with her later this week on how a person who may have just one person so far in the cabin, how they could possibly link up with somebody else and figure that out. But as of right now, it is double occupancy. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. Sheila Cushionberry says her 25-year-old daughter needs a break. Oh, yep, that was Sheila Chan. That was the thing. $380 per person in the room, and it's 2 to a room. Debbie D say she just told her husband we going on a she said, cool, instead of the love boat, this will be the love craft boat. That's nice. That's funny. That was cute. This is gonna be for you a mom's getaway retreat. Yes, I understand. Yeah, Sheila, that was my thing. When I was on the cruise, you didn't even know you was on a cruise. The only way you knew was if you were like on the deck looking out, right? And even then, standing there looking out, you kind of really didn't see it. There was one time, one night, I think it was, where it was just like a little rough, but it wasn't to the point to where I was like sick or anything. But that was a long time ago when I was 16, so things could have changed as far as motion sickness is concerned, because what I understand, when you turn 40, all kinds of fun things happen to our female bodies. But otherwise, you didn't know you was on a ship. It was gorgeous. And you don't have to take the excursions either to the different islands. Like, we will dock at the Bahamas. You get off the ship, you go visit the Bahamas. The island, that is, you get down onto the little ship, and the little boat rather takes you to the dock. And if you don't want to go, you don't have to go. But if you do go, there's a limited amount of time that you get to spend on the island. Now, that I do know. And you have to be back on the ship, that last ferry going back to the ship, or else you will get left at the island. They don't play that. So, you know, just make sure that you got a buddy or something to keep checking, make sure that everybody keeps account of the time and get back to the ship on time. But you don't have to go to those excursions either. That's just entirely up to you. And usually if you go on the excursions to the islands, there are things that, you know, the locals will sell to the folks, you know, like little things that you can buy. So that may be an option. So Cher says she needs new clothes. Thank you, Shamina, for signing up. I appreciate it. Sylvia, this boat does not go to Puerto Rico. There was one, but it was a little more, so we didn't pick that particular cruise. Leah says your issue is flying, but I can do this to get to hang out. Oh, I appreciate it. I understand. It's funny how some people don't do the ship, and they'll do the plane, or they'll not do the plane, but they'll do the ship, or vice versa, however I said it. So yeah, I definitely understand. Miss Bickham, the soonest that you have to put down a deposit, my goal is to have that site up and running by Friday. Okay, but let's see, what is Friday? I want to say Friday is the 1st. Friday is the 1st, March the 1st. But the agent is the one that's going to set up our booking website. Okay, so I don't know how quickly she can get that up and running, being that she's getting back in from going on a cruise. All right, so at the very absolute latest, I'm thinking the 8th of March is the soonest that you'll be able to start putting down your deposit, book your room, and all of that cool jazz. Okay, so I'm hoping March 1st, but at the very latest, March 8th. All right, but I will have more information by the time she gets back, so that at least you'll know which date we're going to go with. But 30 days prior to the cruise is the, 90 days prior to the cruise is the latest that you have to have your money in. Okay, so that's why I said January the 1st of 2020. Actually, it's more like February 1st. February, March, April, May. February the 1st actually is the latest that you have to have all of the money in for the cruise. February the 1st. All right, so after February the 1st, you won't be able to book a room, book a ticket, none of that. It has to be paid in full 90 days prior to the cruise. All right, let me see. Ebony Holmes says, I love it. Us crafters get so busy with our projects and orders that we rarely peek our head up to party. I'm itching to get a stamp on my passport. That would be fun. I mean, and that's the truth. That's why I was telling my husband, I get the grinding so hard that, you know, we don't get to go on vacation hardly. And when you do, it's like, you know, you done spent all your money on supplies and stuff. You don't really get to have fun. So that's the one thing I did like about this option. If you're booking the cruise and you make, you know, if you decide to break it up into payments and you make your payments, you know, your cruise is paid for. By the time it's time to go, you don't have to worry about scratching together nothing. You know, it's already taken care of. And we're also going to try and make sure you have other things taken care of, you know, that she talked to me about. And we'll discuss all of that as time, you know, gets closer to where you can actually book the cruise, to make it easier on you guys, you know, so that you don't have to worry about anything. So I'm excited. The more folks we get on here, the better it's going to be. I'm telling you now. So spread the word to your friends who craft. Please definitely let folks know, okay? And I'm going to be pushing this in some of our embroidery and crafting groups. So if you see it, you know, post it. Don't be surprised. But that's where we're going with this. Ready to sell. So thank you very much, all. I am so excited. Post office has applications for your passport. CVS has the photo, pay for it at the post office, and they do the whole process, and boom, sell it for you. Yay. Ebony, that's funny. The passport, from what I understand, takes 6 to 8 weeks to get back. So don't wait until November to get your passport. Try and get that as soon as possible. And in preparation for our cruise, we're going to have us a video on how to do an in the hoop passport holder too, right? How fun is that? We may make that one a stitch along. So we're going to have us some stitch along things to do to prepare us for our cruise, right? All right. One Chief, Chief says life jacket and all ready to sell. None of us can drink all that water. No, we can't. But they do have the life jackets and the life vests. And they do go over that immediately as you get on the boat. So we ain't going to worry about that. Drinking money would take away from our embroidery money. That's true. I didn't think about that. Walmart does passport photos too. $7 for 2 of them. And you get them immediately. Sweet. On the page, sign up where, you just click where it says I'm ready to sell, I think is what it says there. Tens unit, Ebony Homes. I have one. I haven't used it in a while because I hadn't had a flare this bad in a while. I'll have to remember that for tonight though. Thank you. I appreciate that. How much is it for a balcony, Mary says? I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so don't hold me to this, but if I'm not mistaken, she said it was something like $680 for the balcony. $680 for the balcony, I think. I'm not sure. Diana Henderson, port fees. I'll have to get that information for you all whenever she gets back. I don't know. I don't know about port fees. Um, Tracy LeGros says, "Wait, you missed it. What's happening? We got us a cruise, girl. We going on a cruise." Who's talking about the love boat? No, not no love boat now. Well, we love our crafts, so yeah, love that kind of way. um, Ronnie's rap talking about waiting till you turn 60. I can wait. I can wait. I really can. Oh man. Um, Staying on a boat, you get lost easy. Yeah, and the dang from what she was explaining to me, it's almost like a city. And you're talking about 8, 9, 10 floors of stuff to do on the boat. It's crazy. It's like a floating city. You know, you can do some of anything on that dang on boat. You know, all the pools, the darn bars, the restaurants, the my gosh. The one had the bowling alley, the one has the arcade, one of them had a casino. I'll know more about all of the different things on the ship once we confirm which ship we're going to get. Right now it looks like we're leaning towards the 16th. And if that's the case, I do have a lot of information about that ship now. Like for instance, the ship that on the 16th has 1,000 cabins. All right, so that's 2,000 people. So if 2,000 people sign up for this thing or more than that, some folks ain't gonna be able to go. So that's interesting to find out. Unfortunately, they have shops, they have handicap cabins, they have a spa, they have fitness centers, they have internet cafe, they have a children's program, they have a disco, they do have a casino, they have a library, they have 3 pools, 9 bars, 3 restaurants, 14 elevators. The most folks that they can fit on that ship is 2,697 people, and you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 floors to this ship that I'm looking at right now. So if this is the one we go with, it's quite a bit of stuff that we can do. All right, so and this is a whole darn page of stuff that I didn't realize. So there's even extra things that you can do on the excursions to the islands I didn't realize. So I'm sure she'll have all of that listed on the page that you could do if you needed to or wanted to. Scuba diving, fishing charter, scuba, well, I already said scuba diving, my goodness, sail and snorkel. There's some other stuff you can do. You can sign up for dolphin and sea lion encounters in the Bahamas, if you wanted to. Underwater bubble, ATV around Nassau. It's other stuff that is definitely available. So we'll see how that goes. Anyone with motion sickness, buy yourself a $15 pair of C-bands at Wally World or somewhere. Can use them time and time again. Works great, says Miss Social Deb. Thank you, I appreciate that. Let me see. Brenda R, I have used the C-bands. They are awesome. She said no fair, but make us videos. There will definitely be videos and pictures that we will show of this, because we have to have the information available for the 2nd annual custom craft cruise. All right, so yeah, we will have that. Good night, Will, when you watch this later. And he says, don't forget CarolinaThreadPlace.com/hoop group for thread and 5% off the entire order, and that is a referral for me. Thank you. Sheila Cushenberry, I went on a cruise to Mexico with like 12 work friends and our hobbies and had a blast. So yeah, it's gonna be fun because you're with folks who share your interests, you know, and that's what got it really excited for me. So I'm excited to see what the different perks are going to be depending upon how many folks we get signed up. Now, Ethel Smith, you ask Will, what's his leather website? The leather isn't for Will, it's for Miss Patty. And that's Patty. Hold on, let me tell you. I have to scroll back up to what that was. It is Carolina Leather and Fabric Scraps for sale, U.S. members only. And it's not a website, it's a Facebook group. Carolina Leather and Fabric Scraps for sale, U.S. members only. Okay. So if you're on Facebook, you can sign up for her group and purchase scraps of leather. Oh, it'll be your first cruise, Miss Bickham. That's going to be fun. Hey, Tokyo. I'm glad you were able to get on with no power. My goodness. Leah says her first cruise too. The Baby's Booty Cruise. That's where we going. I started to call it the Baby's Booty Cruise, but now I was like, let's make it where folks know what the cruise is for, and hopefully they'll be more willing to sign up for it. Marge Campbell, hello, hello. Patty O says cruising is amazing. Yes, it was. Leah says, I know this other person who will be interested too, who has a sewing group. Please do pass it on. You can link the website directly, and please let them know that the information will be finalized by this coming Friday. This coming Friday, I will have the final date, the ship, and the amenities and everything else going along with it, and the capacity, because I'm going to post this in other groups, and if it fills up, you know, if you like, one of the embroidery groups that I'm in is 50,000 folks, right? So you only talking about 2,000 people that can get tickets to this cruise. So if it fills up faster than that, it's gonna be first come, first serve. So, you know, we gonna have to see how it goes. Debbie Kidd, do you have to share rooms? No, you don't have to share rooms, but you would have to purchase that other spot in the room if you wanted a room to yourself, unfortunately, because it is double occupancy. Vanessa McCorker, you have to go to customcraftcruise.com to sign up. customcraftcruise.com. Sheila Chan says there's rock climbing, variety shows, etc. Floating hotel. Yes. Can you check with your booker to see if the government is back issuing passports? I heard passports have been on pause. I will do that. But the good thing is we do have a year to get our passports together. Patty O, the name of this particular ship that I was just looking at may not be the ship that we're on. Okay, until I confirm for sure which ship we're going to be in and what dates. Right now we're talking about the Carnival Elation. The Elation is the ship, but we won't know that 100% until the booking agent gets back and we confirm our dates. Okay, so for right now we're talking about the 16th or the 2nd. All right, and I'm going to check the amenities of both ships, look at the capacity of both ships, and figure out which route is the best route to take, you guys. Oh, and I also want to make sure that we don't conflict with the Everything Embroidery Market Show that you like this year is May 2nd and 3rd. So I don't want to book the cruise 2nd through the 7th and mess that up, because there's a lot of folks that'll be at the show that I would like to have on the ship. So we'll see. Sheila Cushionberry, excursion activities are usually extra. They are extra. The ones that I was just naming, there was an extra price for those. Sheila Chan says, Debbie Kidd, you do not have to share a room, but you will pay the room fee for 2 people if you want a room alone. Miss Social Dev says, Brenda R, I have used the C-bands for over 20 years and they work great. I get motion sickness easily. My pharmacist told me about them years ago. Alright, you guys, so I'm excited for us all. Shonda, the month is May 2020. May of next year. Okay, so the dates, we're either going to set sail from Port Canaveral on the 2nd of May or the 16th of May. Right now, I'm not 100% sure which boat I was going to go with. Okay, which date. I put a poll out there and left it up to you guys to let me know which date works better. Right now, the majority says the 16th, not the 2nd. But again, that's still a final decision that I'm going to confirm with the booking agent when she gets back in town next week. Okay, so when I talk to her again, we're going to find out exactly what all is going on both ships, and the one that can service what we need, because I'm going to have space for classes. I'm gonna have to have space for the parties, which we got space for the parties, but the classes, there has to be classroom space for us to have our meetings. So this is something that we're definitely going to have to investigate and make sure, 100% sure, concrete in the discussion, that everything we need is going to be there for our crafting cruise. All right, so I'm not just going to throw us on any kind of cruise and then try and make it happen. We want everything in place so that once y'all get on, the only thing you'll have to do is have a good time. Okay, so we're leaving from out of Port Canaveral. Miss Beckham, the classes will be a part of your cruise. They are not going to be an extra charge for your classes. I'm not going to charge for that. Coffee Baldwin says, y'all bringing machines? If you want to bring your machine, you can. If you want to, I'm not going to stop you from bringing your machine. Now, whether or not they'll be allowed on the ship, I'll confirm. All right. Now, me bringing them on is different from somebody else bringing. I don't know that they restrict what you bring on the ship. I know they restrict drinks. Like, you can't bring your own bottled water and stuff like that because of folks sneaking on alcohol. But I'll check all of that. All of that we'll know for sure by Friday. So we will go from there. Are you going to invite my friend? I'm not able to get in touch right now. We'll see. I don't know. Thank you, Miss Sylvia. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Vanessa says the 16th you're going to the EEM in May. So the EEM in May this year is the 2nd and the 3rd. It's the 2nd and the 3rd this year. I don't know what it is next year. And I wanted to confirm that with the owner of the EEM. So, all right, you guys, it is now 9. Oh my gosh, it's 9:40. I didn't realize it was that late. I was having so much fun. So we got to look at the cool stuff that I picked up from the Everything Embroidery show again. Thank you for letting me show that again. We also looked at the leather scraps for those of you who are interested in using leather in some of your embroidery crafts, please go to Facebook. Check out the Carolina leather link that I posted earlier. Carolina leather and fabric scraps for sale, U.S. members only. She will ship. She has scrap boxes, different prices for real genuine leather. All right, smells awesome. And you can make bags and purses or little things from some of the scraps. Like this is a scrap, and you can make all kind of little stuff out of this. So that's a lead I wanted to share with you guys here on live. Also, our cruise. Woo! We finna cruise, y'all. I'm so excited. So set your dates. Set your sailing dates on your calendars for May of 2020. All right, our first annual custom craft cruise. How exciting is that? So I'm looking forward to sending you all the updates on everything. Looking forward to meeting most of you, because we are going to have a ball. I'm telling you now, I'm gonna have a good time. All right, so looking forward to talking to you all later. Thank you. We look forward to going live with Will this coming Friday on his Carolina Thread Place channel. And meanwhile, I'll keep up with you guys in the Hoop group. And until the next time we see you all, I hope you have happy embroidering. Have a good night, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye. All right, I was trying to do something, and now I just done lost because I read what Miss Debbie Kidd said. Miss Debbie Kidd, thank you. I definitely will. Y'all have a good night.